What's up, guys? We are live. And I don't know what the hell's going on right now. By the way, do you like my hat? Got the England hat. Because we're going to beat Mexico tomorrow. I feel it in my veins. Yeah, I don't know if I've even got the right stream here. Do you guys know if the Warner Bros. Thing at, is it 11:30 LA times being streamed? Let me know. It has been too long. It's good to be back though. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck this stream is on the AnimeExpo YouTube channel. But yeah, if I can have any guidance, that'd be appreciated. Or I could just ask on Discord if it is being streamed. But yeah, we got the Index t-shirt. And we got the England bucket hat. I have no idea what I'm watching right now. Some Vocaloid thing. Look at all these weebs. So many weebs. Having a blast. We get a chat box as well, don't we? That would help. There we go. This will be the first time item has been acknowledged officially in English. True. Since it was, where was the... I forgot the convention for the last stream. Was it like... Oh, yeah, it was like one in Japan, wasn't it? I forgot the name. So, yeah. Yeah, guys, let me know if I'm on the right stream here, because I have no idea. Is there another stream? I don't even know if there's another stream for, like, the Warner Bros. Stuff. I mean, this stream did say, like, they're doing official, like, announcements, so I imagine they'll be doing it. But either way, like, it doesn't really matter too much, because they've already shown the trailer, so I doubt they're going to show anything new. Anime Japan, yeah, that's right. Prosecca, I have no idea what this is. Other than it looks like Vocaloid stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know what to make of this. I'm intrigued though. They're having a great time. And so's that dude. That dude's grooving. Clap, clap, clap. Clap them cheeks. Sorry? Did someone say that? A certain dark item. Yeah, a certain dark item doesn't really fit it. It needs to be dark side. Because if it's just a certain dark item, then that doesn't really fit it, in my opinion. Needs to be... dark side. Join the dark side. We have Cookies and Mugano. It's a rhythm game of Vocaloid. I see. Okay. Makes sense. Who's texting me? Okay. They seem to be ending it, so I assume they will be showing Warner Bros. Anime. Heyo, that's me. What do you guys think about the trailer then? You guys like the look of it so far? I've now had the chance to watch it a few more times, and overall, I think the animation looks fluid. I would like to see. Well, I think the explosions could have been a bit better, or maybe I'm just Michael Bay. Yeah, I have a few things that to comment on about the trailer, which I'll do in my video. Yeah, the first PV was just like a very general glimpse. It was like a teaser. But now we got to see what the fight scene is going to look like, etc. But yeah, I think the animation is on Railgun's level. And I know his voice kind of peak. Yeah, no. She's nailed the voice. Looking to see how she handles the more serious tone as well when Hanano gets a bit more serious. Without spoiling. Did they fix Fender's face? Yeah. Fender looks normal. I've seen someone like on Twitter saying they like Fender better in the item trailer than the actual, you know, Railgun and Index. So yeah. But yeah, let me know, guys, if I'm in the right stream. I'm just a British guy. Don't know where I'm at. I'm not a LARPer, but will Hamazura appear? Most likely not. If he was to appear, he'd be like, you get like an anime-only cameo. It's because this is set like 1 year before the start of Index and Railgun, so this is before Hamazura joined item. But it's possible they could include him just to have like a Easter egg for, you know, fans of Index, etc. But yeah, it's unlikely he will appear. Very unlikely. Unless JC staff are like, yeah, we'll put him in for the fans. But yeah, he won't be talking to any of the item group. I don't think. But there are like plenty of guys who are kind of like in Hamazura's shoes in a way. You know, the item underlings, like the wider item team, the delinquents that they use to like drive them around, etc., do all the dirty work, as in cleaning up, etc. Just do like the mediocre tasks while the item girls, you know, actually fight, etc. There's plenty of guys in Hamazura's shoes, but yeah, let's say they don't last too long, as you'd expect. It's kind of funny that the art style makes Frenda and Kinohata look older in the prequel over 1 year before the main series. Yeah, it's true. That's true. I think also the voice actors are getting older as well. Like some of them can still nail like the younger voice, but yeah, there's quite a few who just do not sound their age. Oh my god, it's Iron Mouse. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we have an amazing time. Can we show item now, please? The disrespect. A little secret? No way. What is it? Oh, wow. Oh. So, you're not telling us what it is yet? Oh. That's disappointing. Yeah, we like being positive and having passion. I'm such a dick sometimes. No disrespect intended, guys. I'm just a grumpy British chap in it. How dare you show optimism in this day and age? Anyway, I wonder if the anime will have all this content. Yeah, that's pretty likely. I think that they will still include them. Oh, it's Mori Calliope. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Ooh. We like Miku. Wow. Ew, a VTuber. Is this the anti-VTuber agenda? I have nothing against VTubers as a concept, but it's kind of like the isekai situation where you've got like so many of them and they all try and do like this, or they have like a quirky or an obscure character design now in a way to like stand out. And it's the same with like isekais where they all try and like have their own unique thing to them, where they try and stand out to get viewership. That could be anything from their appearance to the personality, whatever. So there's literally a VTuber for like everything, and there's an isekai anime for everything. Same concept. Well, people are going to do what they can to try and get an audience. I understand that as a content creator. And you could say Index is my thing to stand out, but I just do what I like. We want anime trailers, not... yeah, GT16 is coming out September. Who or what do you want GT16 to focus on? Great question. Obviously, I don't want to go too much into GT spoilers for those who aren't caught up, but... yeah, well, since there are... Well, I think it's apparent that the story will take place in England. I don't think they'll go back to Academy City, since of how, like, the previous volume left off. So I probably like more digging into Index's... Well, also with Index and Narthex as well. I probably like digging into any remnants of Coronzon. It's still in England. Find out a bit more about both of them. That'd be good. And then maybe Alistair can show up, and then either get in touch with Toma and Hamazura and then direct the plot towards going to hell. For you know what? I think that's the way it will go down. Or at least that's what I would theme it on. Let me know your thoughts. 0 10 out of the anime if Hanano's bald head isn't stupidly shiny. Yeah, no, that'll be a highlight. Just to have like multiple angles of Hanano's bald head and it just be sparkling or something, like kind of like Saitama. That'd be funny. What time is it now? It's like 2 minutes. Yeah, guys. I might look myself. I don't know. Is there another stream where they'll be showing it? I don't know. Because if I look on the schedule, it's like, where is it? 15 years and beyond. Warner Bros. Japan Anime Production 15th Anniversary Panel with upcoming titles. Panel Room 408 AB. I don't have a clue if they're streaming that or not. I mean, I could try Google the panel and then see if it comes up with anything. Oh yeah, they got like a page on AnimeExpo. Did he have like a link or something? Damien Hayes, Dio Brando. See if they got a link here to a YouTube. I don't know. Maybe not. Because some panels they just don't stream. Yo, I'm hearing Guts' theme right now. What the fuck? This is my persona as well. Let me go on Warner Bros. Okay. Warner Bros. Japan. Will it be on their website? Possibly. Or their YouTube? That is possible. Haven't got anything live. Yeah, I don't know if they're streaming it. Unless you guys can find anything. What is showing now here? Okay, they're doing a Persona 4 revival panel. That's clearly not Warner Bros. Okay. Oh, thank you. You like my England bucket hat? Because we're beating Mexico. I'm sorry. I love me some Latinas, but I'm gonna have to. Well, I say I would. I'm gonna have to send you home, but they already are home, so I can't say that, can I? But yeah, this is a bit annoying that we can't find a stream for it. Is there no one in the panel that's streaming it? Is there no like Tsuaru fan who's there who's streaming it? I do know some people who would be there. I'm sure like Tooney might be there, unless he's working. Let me just type in Warner Bros. AnimeExpo stream. He's written for Mexico. The JoJo panel? Oh, that's from 1 year ago. Is that just the AnimeExpo on here? Yeah, that's annoying. I'll ask in I'll ask in Raildex. I probably should have done this before, but hey. I assumed it would have been on the main website because it's like they're actually announcing anime stuff rather than talking about Persona 4, which is an old game, but hey ho. Yeah, you think they'd be talking about new anime on the live stream, but beats me. I don't manage that. Do we know if Warner Bros. Anime Expo? Probably not, is it? I'm sure there's some guy there who would stream it. As long as he's got a fucking internet connection. What's the Twitch page? Maybe it's on the Twitch page. Unless it's the same thing as the Persona. No, that's AnimeExpo Lite.
My name is Uda. I'm the business producer for the Persona series. It's truly grateful to have a chance to be up here.
Yeah, it's not on the Twitch. That sucks. Anime JoJo. I wonder if the JoJo page posted it. It's your only chance to grab this an expo. Yeah, I'm reading it on the JoJo page. Panel should be probably streamed as the info talks about many reveals for the anime. Yeah. I see like the JoJo and the Warner Bros. Anime pages on Twitter. I've posted about it, but I can't find a link anywhere to a fucking YouTube video. So maybe they aren't doing it. Maybe it's just for people at the convention, which is possible. I mean, they're probably just going to show a trailer. They're probably not going to talk about it, are they? Which is fine. Because in all honesty, when I bought this, when I scheduled this stream, I thought that'd be our first glimpse at the item news, but obviously they decided to like do it a day early and just release it, which seems like, I don't know, it seems kind of weird to me, but maybe because like they know it's not going to be streamed, so they're like, here it is for people who can't go there in person, maybe. Will they show it all on the main AX stream? I've just been on, and they're talking about Persona 4. They're talking about an old video game. They're not talking about new anime. Like, what? Why are they talking about Persona 4? Makes no sense. And even on the official Warner Bros. Japan anime thing, they're not talking about it. It's not on there. Let's see if I can find, like... Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're officially streaming it, but surely there'll be one guy in the audience streaming it somewhere. Apparently not. Special panels. Yeah. Well, I think it will not be streamed. Unless there's a guy in the audience who's streaming it. Surely there's one guy on Tsuaru Twitter who's fucking streaming it. If not, I'd be disappointed. But like I said, it's not going to show anything else, because the people there mainly going to talk about JoJo and shit. I think Akina's voice actor there, the English dub one, was he called Damian Mills or something? Not that I can find. Well, I would think there'd be at least someone streaming it in the audience, but I'm trying to Google it, but nothing's coming up. Well, yeah, like I said, they'd probably just be showing a load of trailers for it. I don't know if they would talk about it to like promote it. Say, oh yeah, this is the next spin-off of a certain magical index. I don't know if they do anything that dramatic for it, or they just like show the trailer and be like, on to the next one. But yeah, unless someone knows someone who's there, because I think, well, I do probably know some people who are there. Let me check my group chats. Doesn't seem like it. I refuse to believe there's not a single Tsuaru fan at AnimeExpo right now who has not gone to that stream. I mean, at one point when I heard there'd be like item news there, I was like, oh damn, can I fly out there? But I'm glad I didn't, because they literally announced it all before. Is Railgun trailer possible? Possible, but I highly doubt it, considering they just did item like yesterday. And we don't know when Railgun's going to release. But at least we have a release date now. In fact, it might be worth going on the item website if I can find it. Tsuaru Project item. Here we are. Yes, they've added the trailer to the website. Movie. It is a movie, apparently. Okay, main PV released. And that was from yesterday, yeah. The 3rd of July. Oh, is that it? No updates. Ah. This one. Yep, East of Eden. She did a Railgun cover that was really popular. So it's good to see that Ayasa is now working on the Tsuwaru series in some way, which is cool. Good for her. Nice to see Tsuwaru fans go up in the world. And I think this is the first anime that they've actually done music for. This is the first like anime opening that East of Eden have ever done. So it's nice that they're getting a chance to, yeah. They're moving up in the world. I'm not familiar with their music apart from Ayasa. I've listened to her violin covers, of course, because she's got a super popular YouTube channel and she's done it for like years. But yeah, I'm glad it's an all-girl group and they've got like a more edgier sound to them. And it's interesting you got, yeah, a violinist as well, because you don't really associate that with being like an edgy instrument, do you? But so it's like a kind of like orchestral kind of thing going on as well. Yeah, our first anime tie-in is with the long-loved A Certain series, and we feel incredibly fortunate. Ghost Sequence is a song that combines a tense and heavy sound with the feeling of moving forward while protecting our own present, even in the midst of a harsh reality. I think that fits Item pretty well, not gonna lie. Seems like they get it. I don't know if they read the novels, but... Or maybe they just... Well, Ayasa's probably familiar with Item, of course, because she's a fan. She's familiar with Railgun. And I think Ayasa is also the one who founded the group. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I did read that when I was researching them. So yeah, she might probably had a lot of input into writing the song as well. As an all-female group, we hope that our song can resonate with the work and add even a little colour to this world. Very nice. Did I miss the trailer news? We can't find a stream. Yeah, Warner Bros. Aren't streaming it. AnimeExpo aren't streaming it. So we would have to rely on some guy in the audience streaming it. But I don't think... Well, I can't find anyone. So unless, like, you guys know anyone who's streaming it, let me know. If you know anyone who's there. I don't at the moment. I thought... Well, I assumed that maybe Toonie or some other dude I know would be... Well, I haven't heard anything from them. I have heard absolutely nothing. So I do not know. But yeah, I honestly think they're not going to talk about it. I honestly think they're just going to show the trailer from yesterday. But yeah, as I said, it seems weird that they released the trailer a day early before the convention. But I think it's so that we can watch it whenever. Excuse me. And any theme by Kishida, Kyodan, and the Myojo Rockets Meltdowner. And these guys did one of the endings for Railgun T. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they did the first ending, right? Yeah. And the second ending was Saijo no Hana, right? Yeah. This is Kishida from Kishida, Kyodan, and the Akaboshi Rockets. And we're in charge for the ending theme of A Certain Dark Side Item. It's a story about the dark side, but not Darth Vader. And I thought we needed a song with some punch, so we ended up with a heavy, dark, and aggressive track. It might be the best song in Kishida Kyodan's history. Wow, that's a statement in itself. Well, I'm sure he's saying that to promote it, but still, that's quite a statement. Interesting. I think we were able to create a song like this thanks to Mugano Shizuri. Probably, I worked really hard to make sure it wasn't a bad piece and that it wouldn't be a disappointment. I think, you know, it wouldn't be a disappointment. So I would be happy if you would give it a listen. Well, I'm looking forward to when both of these songs like are fully released. I can't wait. It's always wholesome to hear that the artists behind the songs are fans of the series, just like Maon Kurosaki was. Yeah, no, she was a huge fan of Accelerator. She'd often post with like her Accelerator plushie on her Insta. I've recently bought a secondhand omnibus edition. Nice. How much is it going for secondhand now? That must have cost a lot. Because literally you can't get it now. But I don't mean to brag, but I have 2 copies as well. I've literally got my review copy on my desk, and then I've got one that I haven't even opened yet. I'm just leaving it in there for however I feel like it. Because, you know, I got the review copy for free. Oh, I don't mean to brag. No, I got the review copy for free, so I was like, well, I still want to invest into the series, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm getting it. And I got it. I think I got that one discounted as well, luckily. So I bought it at the right time. I don't know if they'll reprint it. Who knows? And I wonder when they're doing, like... Are we up to New Testament 6 now in terms of, like, the English publishing for the novels? Because I'm not keeping up. Not gonna lie. I've not been keeping up. I know we got, was it New Testament 15 recently? Yeah, I got 2 copies. It's gotta be done. Character. This will just be the same as before, yeah. Yeah, and I'm surprised, because we're up to volume 6 of the light novel. I'm surprised the next volume that we're getting from Kamachi isn't item volume 7, but I guess he might be thinking I will release it in October when the anime airs. That's probably the case. So we're getting GT16 September, and then probably October we'll get item, I imagine. That would make sense, to be honest. Yeah. I love how, like, the covers just get progressively more ecchi. It's like, that one's okay. That one's okay. You get a bit of, like, midriff there. Then you get that. Then you get ribbon shit going on there. And then you get, like, the most unflattering angle ever. They just get progressively more ecchi. So God knows what the next cover's going to be. Dearie me. But yeah. It's going really slowly. Is the omnibus the Bible? Yes, it is. It is the one and true Bible. It is the good news. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. New Testament 6 is coming out like 2 weeks in English. Oh, bet. I might actually pick that up. Because I don't think I will be sent a review copy for it. Unless I go on my knees and beg for it. Please let me review Index for you. No, I'm not doing it anymore. If only they saw Index like I see Index and put more effort into marketing it. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'll just do my own thing. But yeah, I'll pick that up as a fan. Well, I still need to get... Oh yeah, I've got up to New Testament 4. I forgot how many I had so far. So yeah, I need to get 5 and then 6. But I also need to get the Railgun volumes that I haven't picked up. I think there's like one which is out of print, which is annoying. Yeah, I need to get Railgun volume 13, 15 and 16 that I'm missing, and also the ones after that. Let me see if I can find some on eBay or something. Oh no, I'll probably look later. But yeah, I need to pick up them. Ah, damn, someone sold it for like $40 over in the States. Crazy. But yes, this Railgun is actually coming to an end. It'd be good to have all the volumes for Railgun. But it's my fault for not keeping up with them, because I used to keep up with all the Railgun releases and I stopped, like, because I was like, kind of wanted to save space. God, yeah. Railgun Volume 13 will set you back, like, quite a bit. Damn. It's crazy. Okay. I think you can get 16 easily, and I think 15 is hard to get as well. Annoyingly. I wonder if Railgun Volume 7 is still worth like a fortune, because I remember like that one was like out of print for ages. No, it's gone back down. I remember when Railgun Volume 7 was worth like 100 quid. Now it's like 40. Still pretty expensive. And I've also got 2 copies of Railgun Volume 10. Because I think when I bought it, I got sent 2 by accident, which I was not complaining about. Yeah. The hell is this? A lot of different like card things you can get as well. Interesting. I like that chain, Aeon. Can I polish it up for you? I mean, you don't need to. It's like a cheap one I've got off Amazon. I literally only got this chain for my style cosplay. I literally only got it for that, but I just like, I guess I like wearing it, so I just kept wearing it. So it's not like silver or anything. It's just a cheap shit train, but I like it. I like my cheap shit chain. I said train then. Like, what the fuck? Chain, not train. Because yeah. You don't need to get expensive shit. Well, yeah, I do want to start collecting like the volumes that I missed out on again, but yeah, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. So yeah, adult money. Adult debt. Fun. Oh yeah, well, that picture of me and Iguchi, that was funny. There's a funny story about that. not the way. Oh well, obviously me meeting her, but. So I was actually telling my family about this, about how, well, obviously they don't really know what index is to the level I do, but well, I kind of described, like, you know, how much it meant to me meeting Yuki Iguchi and that, and yeah, basically it's like, oh yeah, no, it was like a surreal experience, just like a dream come true, etc. and that. And the next thing that happens is like my mum literally prints out the fucking image and then got it framed and gave it to me, and I'm like, bruh. I was like, what the hell? But hey, it was a nice surprise, to be fair. I was like, damn, But it was kind of funny, like to see my family did that. So I was like, I might as well hang up now. So yeah, that's the funny story about that image. I didn't do it myself. It was a surprise. Yeah, my mum's. Well, I don't really talk about my personal life, etc. Don't talk about my personal details, but yeah, my mum's a good mum. Although she can be too much at times, but hey, that's everyone's mums, aren't they? Yeah. Everyone's mums, they care. Well, some people don't get loving families today. I'm lucky I'm from like a decent family, loving family, because not everyone is afforded that luxury. You don't get to choose your own family, do you? So some people are brought up in like really, neglectful families, but I'm lucky I had a nice family. They're not a perfect family, because we have all families have issues, surely, but yeah. Meeting English VAs and Japanese VAs, so cool. Very jealous. Yeah, I definitely made an effort to meet some English VAs. And I'm going to a convention this month to see the Sixth Lie, who are the artists for the first Accelerator opening. I'm really looking forward to that. But I have not bought my tickets yet because I'm still waiting to find out if I got the creator pass for it, because I applied for that. And initially they said you'll find out by the end of June. What I saw on their Insta, now it's going to be like mid-July, and the convention's like the 24th. So I'm like, shit, I'm leaving this late. But I should probably just book my train and shit. But I know they're performing Friday and Saturday, so I'm thinking, well, should I just go for the Friday? Should I go for both days just to see them perform twice? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I go both days? I don't think they'll be doing a different set. I think they'll just do the same set for both days. But I'm definitely cosplaying Accelerator for it. And that being said, like, I need to think it. I don't think they're doing any signings, but in case they are, I would probably need to find something for them to sign. Because I don't actually own the Accelerator anime and DVD, because I don't think they released it in the UK. And the one in the States costs like a shit ton of money because it's out of print or out of stock. But I could get like their CD, couldn't I? Sick Fly. Yeah, the Shadow There's the Light. Because did they do like an album for it? The one with Accelerator on the front? Yeah. How much does that cost? Yahoo Japan is no longer available in the UK. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd have to look on a Japanese auction site for it. I wonder if I can get that cheap. But obviously, if I'm importing it from Japan, then it won't be so cheap. Because, yeah, the limited edition cover's got Accelerator on the front. I see. Or, yeah, get the single for it. Yeah, it's not an album. It's a single. I'll see what I can find. The convention's called Hyper Japan in London. You should. But yeah, I should probably find that CD before I forget, because I will probably forget. And hopefully it would arrive in like 20 days' time. Otherwise, I won't be able to get it signed if there's the chance to do so, because there's no guarantees of this. Oh, I don't think it's let me load up my the one I want to use because of my VPN. That's okay. Can always try on here. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it like a decent price. Okay, I don't know why the fuck is showing me this. How do I search for shit? Ah, yeah, I can get like the yeah, there's one on bid now for like 900 yen, which is like £4. Very good. A little damage dirty. Still selling it on Amazon. Oh, you get a poster with that? That's cool. Oh, CD and a DVD. What's the DVD for? Is that? Yeah, I'll look into that. Might just order directly from Amazon to get that. I don't know. Physical media in 2026? What? I find they say on about the panels, so someone might be there. Find what? What did you find? Tell me. No, it didn't send the link. You can send it me on Discord. Thank you. Let's have a look. What do we have here? No item anime? What? Someone who went there and said they didn't show the item anime? I thought they literally said they were doing so. What? They literally didn't show it at the the NBC Universal? They didn't show it at the Warner Bros. How the fuck can they not show it? It's literally one of their upcoming anime. Bro, are we taking that L in 2026? Are we literally, like, they're not even advertising it to the fucking people who are looking at, like, new upcoming anime? Oh, God, like, if that's true, that is a travesty. Let me show you guys. Then you got this. No item anime. Oh, the panel just started? Did it? I thought it was meant to start at like 11:30 LA time. If that's true, that's not too bad. But yeah, no, like if for some reason they don't show it to like the fucking people who are just there to see upcoming anime, that's bad. That's really bad. We don't get enough exposure as is. Oh, does it? So it's, yeah, so it's just starting now. Oh, does that mean they're streaming it now? Or what? I see Warner Bros. Uploaded like 15th anniversary film. Oh, is it? Are they streaming it? Do we know if they're streaming it? Yes or no?
I'm Lorena. Today I'm dressed as Misty, and we're on the floor for day 2 of AnimeExpo. I'm a professional stunt performer and a content creator. It feels weird to say content creator because
I'm a content creator too.
Never stopped, but it's led me here, and I'm so grateful for it. My first manga ever was Tokyo Mew Mew, and I was obsessed with manga and anime.
Send another link.
I grew up with Fruits Basket, all of those. Attack on Titan's my #1. Fruits Basket is still my also #1. I refuse to pit them against each other. I remember going to a convention with my parents when I was 12 years old.
Hey, they showed it.
Because I thought I was getting too old for it. I didn't think
Sweet.
I was allowed to do stuff like this. So imagine if I had shown my 12-year-old.
Sweet, they showed it. They fly now. They fly now. Let's load this up. Look, they showed it, guys. Woo! Let's go. They just said they would show us more, so I'm excited. Maybe Railgun 4? What? Oh, they translated it as well. They got the subtitles. I'll ask Train, how did the audience react? And yes, I got the Mami Mugano profile picture. Whether they mean we will show more, does that mean they'll show more as in we'll show different titles, or does that mean we'll show like yeah, Railgun 4? Like I don't know about that. Yeah, well maybe they'll repost the trailer but with English subtitles, so us gaijin can understand what they're saying. I really need to learn Japanese. I really need to. My profession dictates that I must learn Japanese now. Especially if I go to Japan, I need to be able to talk to the Japanese Tororo fans, don't I? That's one regret. Like, imagine if I knew how to speak Japanese when I was talking to Yuka. That would have been. No, I would have used my Riz. What can I say? Would have shot. Would have shot my shot. Would have shooted that shot. Well, yeah, shout out to Train. Hopefully they reveal what platform I'm streaming it. I am 2 years into learning Japanese. Nice. How's that going? What's the best way to learn Japanese? Hey, they showed it at the start. Nice. Good, good. You guys know if I was in that audience, I'd be bringing the hype in. I'd be hyping. I'd be screaming. I'd be a fucking menace. You guys know what? It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I'm afraid. Oh, you're taking it in college? Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty good then. I didn't do that. I learned Japanese by watching anime. Yeah, well, for me, I pick up like words here and there, but for like grammar and shit, I wouldn't know where to fucking start. I guess like you really just gotta zone into like what they're fucking saying to learn it for Japanese. I think if you have like foundational knowledge as well, then you can like build on that through watching it. And if you really fucking concentrate on like why they say the things they say and that, then that obviously helps. But yeah, for me, obviously I've learned quite a few Japanese words just from being a Toraru fan and knowing shit like, you know, Migi, Hidari, like right, left, from PM up the right. You know, you learn shit like that. And that helps. But yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably retweet that as well. Is the expo live right now? It is, but they are not streaming it. And I don't think anyone in the audience is streaming it, so we're literally just reacting to people tweeting about it. They have shown item for the normies at AnimeExpo. I don't mean the all normies, but you know the mainstream audience who may have a casual interest in Toaru. Not like us who are obsessed. Yeah, I'm not surprised because not everything is streamed at AnimeExpo, or conventions generally. But yeah, I would have thought at least one person in the audience would be streaming it, but maybe the internet connection is bad. But at least we got Train, who's there, who's live tweeting about it, or doing a couple tweets. I think he's just watching to see if we get anything else or Railgun. Well, I highly doubt we'll get Railgun. Highly doubt. Why does Toma have whiskers in the index anime? I don't know. My friend who's a casual anime watcher, just from me describing the anime, said it'll probably be popular if it has good animation. Yeah, well, that seems to be the case a lot of time. I mean, I'm a bit underwhelmed, like, how there's, like, not a lot of hype around item. Not in terms of, like, oh, no, the people who like it are hyped about it, but I mean in terms of, like, statistics, especially on YouTube. There's not a lot of people talking. There's literally no one talking about item apart from me right now on YouTube. I mean, I think Kadokawa TV did a video on it a while ago, but that's pretty much it. I'm literally the only person talking about item on YouTube. There's not like a big, oh wow, this new anime's coming out. But a lot of the time it's like kind of like free run. You know, you guys know free run obviously became hugely popular, like #1 anime in Mal. I remember when it first came out, like the first, or when it was announced, like there was like a casual interest in it. And then the first episode came out, and I think, yeah, there's still a casual interest in it. I mean, it's an anime that's new, etc. But I think it took until like episode 4 or 5. I could be wrong. I'm not seeing it myself, but I just remember being around in the internet at that time, engaging how popular it was set up to be. Because I heard of it, but no one was like talking about it like to you know the extent they are now. So it took a while for it to get to the heights while it was mid-airing. So will it happen for item? I'm not saying it's going to become as popular as that, but will it? You know, will the traction start to begin once it starts to air, is what I'm trying to suggest. And ultimately that will come down to the action scenes, that will come down to the animation, the music, etc., all these elements, but especially the animation and fight scenes. That's what makes or breaks an anime now. In terms of like Battle Shonen, Jujutsu Kaisen is the main example, etc. Like, people want to see crazy level animation, but obviously with Toaru and JC Staff, you're not always going to get that. But Railgun, they did well, and with the cast of girls they have, I think item could be popular because it's cute girls doing evil things. So yeah, just like how Demon Slayer blew up with episode 19. Yeah, exactly, that's true as well, because I think, yeah, Demon Slayer had an audience up until that point, but I think, yeah, after episode at 19, that's when people was like really talking about it. That's when it got really viral, etc. Because yeah, I remember when that came out, I remember people talking about it, but then it like exploded in popularity after episode 19. I think you're right about that, unless that's just my narrative I have in my head or whatnot, but that's certainly how I remember it as well. So yeah, the best things always come out of nowhere. That's almost the rule of the internet. That's true. Item is doing stuff no other anime is doing right now. The r/anime post for Item PV was pretty positive. Oh, I'm curious to check that out. Let's check that out. I did not know that was a thing. Yeah, let's read that. I'll try to look for it. If anyone's got a link to that, or I'll just try and find it on Reddit. Yeah, I haven't looked at Reddit, see how it's doing. Might as well. Anime. I should probably join a subreddit for this. I literally haven't joined the main anime subreddit. Oh no, I have. That's a bullshit. I must have joined it ages ago and forgot. I'm talking about my ass. Okay, should I just search for item in here? Okay. I should probably be more active in here to promote Toaru. Here we go. Let's give that an vote. And let's put it on the screen if we can. Okay. Here we go. Tomorrow, Anime item main PV begins airing 9th of October 2026. We'll give that an upvote. 9th of October, didn't know what I'm doing. Brenda died. Yep. Happy Leif Erikson Day. I don't understand how a friend can have so many bombs under her skirt. I fucking burst out laughing when I seen that happen. It's so absurd. Yeah, it's literally Mary Poppins' purse, but it's in her ass. Yep, she has a giant chasm as her ass, and she can just pull whatever she wants out of there. Clearly. Well, 260 votes and 76 comments. That's decent. Azure Rain. We know Azure Rain. After cute girls doing cute things, JC staff presents to you cute girls doing evil things. Sponsored by Toaru. I like the comment. We'll give that a thumbs up. As someone who's read the first 3 item novels, there's quite a few interesting things in this PV. Some things I recognize, some things I don't. So I wonder if they're doing original content here, or I just lack imagination. For people who've watched the Toaru series so far but not read item, what do you think? What do you find interesting in this PV? If you look closely, there should be one sequence that, if you've got a really good memory, you might be able to figure out what's happening. I won't explain more than that for obvious reasons, though. And the fight with Kozaki Mitori. I super love Kinu Hatasaya. Yeah, super. Definitely interested to see how they portray the dark side of Academy City, especially with a new character introduced in this spin-off. This, to be honest, made me more excited for the new Railgun series. Very good. So this is a spin-off of a certain magical index, and the events are before season 3, right? Yeah. It's a prequel. Man, literally every spin-off for the Toaru series gets better treatment than the main. Sadly true. It's looking great. Been waiting years. And then the opening, ending artists. I am so looking forward to this. I'm a big time fan of the Index Railgun Accelerator universe. That's good to see that. Yeah, we got more people interested in it. Nice as a bridging show, but when you get Railgun F. Yeah, we'll probably get it in 2027. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. Has it been confirmed? I don't think so, but most likely 2027. I don't think we will get it in 2028. That would seem a bit unfair, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, we got more casual fan here. I've last seen these ages ago. Did these girls show up in Railgun Season 3 fighting Mikoto, or was it Meltdown and they fought? Yeah, it was Season 2 was Sisters Arc. So, yeah, people do remember them vaguely, but obviously they're not a huge selling point like a Misako or Accelerator would be. Because, yeah, they're not the most popular characters in Index and Railgun, but for those of people who know about them and know the characters well, we are definitely more excited to see them, but, yeah. Obviously, they're not going to be as popular as, you know, the main characters in Index and Railgun. Looks clean, looks pretty good so far. I think they can make adapting the light novels work as long as they have the right staff and don't rush. This would hit harder if we hadn't already seen Index 3. Oh god, yeah, I mean the post-traumatic stress disorder after Index 3 is still hitting some people, unfortunately. So, but hopefully Railgun T's reputation has, you know, remedied that somewhat. I don't know. Where is the normal guy? Yeah, the normal guy being Toma. I don't think normal guy will appear. He didn't appear in the novel, so it'll be funny if he did get a cameo, though. Oh, it's about Hamazura instead? Like, which normal guy are you talking about? Like, is Toma the normal guy, or is Hamazura the normal guy? Who's more normal? Well, it's obviously Hamazura, but still. I don't know, I always see Toma as a normal guy because he's literally described as the normal high school boy when he's clearly not very normal. Which is ironic. What I don't like about the Toraru series is they always try to be edgy with the villains. And death? Or is he talking? Oh, just death is a thing? Okay. But always seem to want to immediately walk it back and retcon the villain as a good guy. Retcon the villain as a good guy. I don't think you should do... Well, this is the formula for Index. It happens all the time. I wouldn't call that a retcon. It's literally their character arc. Like, them going from, like, wanting to, you know, do bad things to bring about good, or what they see as good. I mean, you can see that's Accelerator. Accelerator wanted to be powerful to stop anyone from challenging him because he wants to protect himself, etc. Or any of, like, the magicians. You got, like... Izard wanted to turn Index into a vampire to save her. You got, like, Lidvia wanting to brainwash Academy City to stop World War 3. You've got Fiamma wanting to save the world, etc. You got Aqua at the back wanting to steal a magic breaker to stop World War 3. Yep, you got all these characters who are bad or villains, etc. Quote unquote, to bring about good. But then they become ally of Terma. Or they change their perspective, etc. But that's the whole point of Index. The whole point of Index is that they get punched in the face with a magic breaker, which breaks their illusions, they breaks their warped perception of the world, which then makes them more good. But at the same time, Index plays with that concept. It's still playing with that concept in Genesis Testament at the moment. It's questioning the very core of what Terma does. But that's not, you know, a retcon. Retcon's like, oh, scratch that, we'll go back. But Kamachi literally describes the plot of Index as Terma punching, you know, magicians and espers with complicated problems. And it's his ideology versus theirs. It's not necessarily to say, oh, they are villains, they're evil, they're bad people. They just carry complicated problems, which makes them do bad things. But ultimately, 9 times out of 10, they want to bring about good. But every now and then, you get a Kihara, and usually the Kiharas are irredeemable. You get Kihara Amata, who's irredeemable. He's just a two-dimensional villain. But most of the villains in Index aren't two-dimensional. So I don't get this guy's point. How is it a retcon when it's literally intended by Kamachi? Well, like, stuff like this, it just shows you that not everyone is, like... Not everyone is educated about Index. They don't know Kamachi's intent. They haven't read the interviews. They haven't probably read the light novels. They just know it on a surface level and come to this strange conclusion. Like, I don't get how you come to that conclusion where you think it's a retcon. A retcon's like, you know, Luke Skywalker then... Disney Luke Skywalker coming back and wanted to kill his nephew when he, you know, wanted... to literally save the most evil, or the second most evil person in the galaxy, that being his father, Darth Vader. But then, oh no, I sensed a bit of darkness in my nephew, so I'm gonna fucking kill him in his sleep. That's a retcon. or like if you want to give it to our example, it's like Ueharu, where in Railgun, like you have Ueharu as Misuka's friend, but in Index, yeah, but before that, Index, like, Ueharu didn't know who Misuka was, or didn't seem to be, like, on a friendly relationship level with her. But in Railgun, she's established as Misuka's friend prior to that point where Ueharu is introduced in the light novel. That is a retcon. That isn't. Do I expect deep things on Reddit? Yeah, true. True. Why are you commenting this under the Toraru side story about Muga notable possible people? Yeah, it's interesting Mugano, because Mugano does turn... Well, Mugano turns more good, but she's not a goody two-shoes. She never will be. She's still dark side coded, but obviously she's not a complete psychopath anymore in New Testament and beyond. Although we don't really see Mugano often in GT at all. Unfortunately, that might change. Is this a spin-off of Railgun? It's a spin-off of the Index series. The four main girls of Item just so happen to appear in Index and Railgun. That is the correct answer. I would have just said yes. No, you're missing the point. Oh, this is the slander for Index is the main story. This is the slander. Disrespect. Railgun spin-off is Astral Buddy. Then the spin-off sequel is Mental Out. Yeah. The only franchise to have a spin-off with a spin-off that has a sequel, I think. Astral Buddy is peak, though. Yeah. It is silly how many spin-offs franchise got. And what's this one that got deleted? Oh, okay. Removed under moderator. I see. So that is Reddit's perspective of Dark Side Item. Yeah. We'll have to wait to see if there's any more casual viewers who will get into it. But it's interesting to see what people make out of it so far. Yeah. I might actually turn this segment into a video on its own right. I might turn this section into a video and upload it for those people who haven't obviously seen the stream. That'd be good. But yeah. Did Train post any more things on Twitter? Doesn't seem like it. Although the stream's probably still going on. Oh yeah, isn't it meant to end at like 20 past 1? So I guess we will just wait, I guess. I don't know. We will wait. Pretty girls in Tsuaru equal money. Yes. Cute girls doing cute things or evil things. Interesting. I wish Item and Mental Out would get official translations. Yeah, me too. Would you say the Index manga having Measure Heart get the info out of Friender being a retcon? Good question. I don't think we got like the full context behind why. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of a tough one because I think obviously we didn't get the full context of why Friender betrayed Item, but yeah, we were under the impression that Friender betrayed Item because she had she felt threatened for her own life and she basically did it out of self, tried to save her own skin basically. But obviously the next manga changes it where she was under the influence of Measure Heart, so she gave the info away that way and it wasn't of her own free will. So you can either view it as in we were under that impression, kind of like how I always use a Star Wars example because most people have seen Star Wars, like the Obi-Wan saying where he says, "What I told you was true from a certain point of view." So it's kind of like that. Would you classify that as a retcon? Where he talks about how Darth Vader killed your father, Luke. But actually, metaphorically, Darth Vader killed Anakin, yes. Is that retcon? Perhaps. Like, I've heard conflicting things about Star Wars because whether George Lucas apparently wrote all of Star Wars before the first movie. But obviously things changed here and there from movie to movie. like the first draft of Star Wars that he wrote wasn't the Star Wars that we saw on the screen. It changed here and there as he went on. But the overall plot was like the same. But it's whether like, yeah, at the same time, the index manga isn't technically canon because the index manga changes a bunch of stuff, especially in, you know, the early OT volumes. The way Misuka interacts with Toma in the very first chapter, it's like they've never met before. Like if you read that compared to their actual meeting in the novel, it's you know, the way they talk to each other is very different. And also, yeah, skipping OT2 and OT4, you can't really classify that as canon if they skip those volumes and then like, oh yeah, we have Himigami here. Yeah, who's Himigami? So there's that factor to it as well. But yeah, it's whether you want to view it as, oh, we didn't have enough context of what happens. We were just under the impression that Frenda was out to save her own skin, because we never really got any explanation from Frenda herself. We didn't get a scene with Frenda explaining it, what happened. We only got the item guild's perspective of what happened. We only got Mugano's perspective, where, oh yeah, she was out to save her own skin, but was that just your point of view, Mugano, or was she truly influenced? So yeah, that's kind of a murky territory because it wasn't explicitly spelled out for us, was it? I don't know. What do you think? In Railgun, Frenda was going to sell out her group. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point. Yeah, so it's whether, yeah, that's foreshadowing for it. Well, it will be interesting to see if, because we've had so much alluded to in the item novel, I wonder if the item novel will throw a little tidbit to suggest if Frenda does have that in her where she will snitch. Although we've had that concept played with, like with kind of Kinuhata recently as well. A lot of the item novel is playing with the themes of betrayal and why Mugano does what she does. And then we got a volume where Frenda was branded as a traitor, and then she had to kind of clear her name. But again, yeah, she was kind of like trying to save her own skin to clear her name, but obviously, yeah, I know. Well, yeah, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like the item manga. No, sorry, the index manga isn't canon. But at the same time, I do feel like, I don't know. Do you guys prefer Frenda snitching on them or not? Because like, it's difficult because you see, now that we're spending more time with Frenda and the item girls in the spin-off, they are, you know, they have their we get to see the relationships more. We get to see them interact more, and obviously with Frenda clearing her name, etc. We get to spend more time with them and see how much the group like means to them in a way. And it's like, is it better that Frenda is the one to do it, or due to the relationship she's built up, is that just too much of a betrayal, or is it a case of, well, we should have Measure Heart do it? But at the same time, now that I've thought about it, does this link to then the Ihon Esu stuff with the Dark Side's Bane? Because at the moment we're being portrayed with like two different sets of like perspectives and events, with like the whole questioning what is presented in front of our eyes, and there's a similar plotline going on GT at the moment, ironically as well. Questioning events, why do certain events happen? Because could there be like two alternate timelines where there's a timeline where Frenda betrays item of her own free will, and then there's the time where she doesn't with Measure Heart? Is that what it's alluding to with the Ihon Esu stuff? I think that's possible, now that I think about it. I actually hadn't thought about it that way, but that starts to make sense. For those of you who read the item novel, you probably know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who haven't, Maybe not. Because, yeah, at the moment, it's like the whole, like, oh, the 6 wings versus the 3 wings. It was like, oh, by the way, like, was it the 3 wings? I can't remember. Or, like, a different number of wings for the Academy City helicopter is like, oh, or it might have been the 2 wings. I'm not sure. But it was like, oh, have you noticed that the 2 wings doesn't actually exist? It's meant to be the 6 wings. It's like, it shows you how, like, the events have been being slightly altered. So is it alluding to that? Is what I'm trying to say. Am I onto something here? Am I onto something? I don't know. Seems like they grow closer to a degree, so it makes it better if she's forced to betray them against her will. Yeah. I guess it would need justification for her to do it of her own free will. I know her life was threatened in that, but friend has been in sticky situations before, and then, yeah, there's that example in Railgun S where she was considering to rat him out. I don't know. I should probably make a video on this. I should probably make a video covering this. I'll write it down. So I'll write it down so I don't forget. I write down all my video ideas, and I've barely scratched the surface. Da-da-dee, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. There we go. No, Misaka would never kill Kuroko. She's not a psychopath like Mugano. Like, come on. I know. Misaka isn't exactly makes rational decisions, but like the only person Misaka would ever try to kill would be Accelerator. Actually, and maybe Mathers from like the light novel, and yeah, I mean anyone that tries to kill Terma, I guess, but because yeah, I mean in the light novel, Misaka didn't know that Mathers was like some dude made of like some magical books, so if that liquid proof railgun hit him on purpose, like yeah, and he couldn't defend himself, he'd be dead. Well, no, I think if Kuroko betrayed Misaka, Misaka would obviously be like really upset and will probably, you know, lash out. But I don't think she would kill Kuroko. Betrayal in Toaru just hits different. Yeah, it's interesting that, especially with Item Volume 6, Item Volume 6 like really went into the depths about loyalty, betrayal, and that, etc. Different perspectives, whether it's the right thing to own up to making a mistake or not. I think that was one of the strongest themes about Volume 6, and I love that Kamachi doesn't give you like this is the right way to do things. He presents like multiple perspectives of a concept or of morality. Then you are left to your own devices to make your own conclusions. And it's like how in New Testament 22, where we have like Hamazura doing a bad thing to try and save Dion, where you have Hamazura basically using the clip off, which Kamachi explained in the afterword. using the tree of evil to bring about something good. And it's a similar concept with the item series with Kinohata. Having to, you know, lie to Mugano. Yeah, it is. That is what makes Toru special. Kamachi respects the intelligence of his audience. He doesn't spoon feed you with answers or the right way to do things. I know Toma is presented as the moral force of good, but Toma is seen as like an outlier and kind of like a framework of doing good things, but at the same time he is a deeply flawed person. And he's not always right, but he believes he's morally righteous 90% of the time. And even now Kamachi's commenting on it. He's saying that Toma doing all these crazy ass things, like saving literal people who are trying to kill thousands of people, that is more, that is not normal. What Toma does is not normal, and literally Kamachi's saying that a normal person will not do this. A normal person will not act like Toma, but Toma, yes, he's a normal high school boy, but he's operating under a different framework than the rest of us. That's why Toma is more of an ideal than anything, because Toma literally operates under ideals. He lost his memories. He is literally becoming an ideal version of himself. And let's say you were in his shoes against the Accelerator, or in real life against someone, like trying to save someone who was like being attacked by someone with a knife or a gun or whatnot. Like, would you run away, or would you try and save that person? Would you think, oh, I gotta be like Toma, I've got to save that person, or would you think, nah, actually scratch it, I've got to save my own skin? You don't know until you're there. I mean, people will say, oh, you know, do the selfish thing, but a lot of time people do the selfish thing, and we as humans, we are coded to, you know, have self-preservation. We are coded to be, you know, try and save ourselves rather than others, unless we deeply care about that person. But why should you do that with a stranger like Toma does? Which is why Toma is more of an ideal. He is not realistic in that way, but that's what makes him compelling, because he is the symbol of the moral force of good in Tsuruaru, even if at times he makes selfish decisions. But that's what makes him more human. Now Toma is becoming more humanized. He is not just this unrealistic standard of who he deems as a hero. I know he doesn't think he's a hero, but he is trying to be the best person he can be. It always makes clear that Toma is selfish, not doing what he does because it's morally good. Yeah, I think he wants to be the best person possible. But he is selfish in that. Yeah, he's almost, well, he becomes more selfish. Well, he's too selfless at the beginning of OT. Because he obviously prioritizes everyone but himself, but then in, like, obviously New Testament 10, he learns to be more selfish, and now he's been, yeah. But the fact that he's so selfless can also can suggest that he's actually selfish, because he's prioritizing his own moral standing above all. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that Toma now will literally he literally wants to save his own skin, because he used to be like, oh, I'm gonna save you no matter what. Like, it wouldn't the circumstances wouldn't matter. Even if it was deemed impossible, he would fucking try anyway. That's what it was like. But yeah, ever since GT11, he's like, no, I want to live because just because I want to, and I'm gonna save my own skin. Will Toma's true nature be like Kamijo no Toma if he has all of his memories? It's an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought, because yeah, Kamijo no Toma, whether Kamijo no Toma is a being who is naturally, I don't know if I want to say malevolent, because I don't think Kamijo no Toma is entirely evil. But a more cynical, let's say more cynical outlook. A more cynical version of himself. Whether Toma would have that perspective himself, or that's just Kamijo no Toma's nature. It's his own spin on events. Maybe, yeah. Obviously, we don't know all of what Toma experienced prior to losing his memories, but from what we know, like, would all these situations where he has to save all these different girls, would that then affect him to have a more of like a Kamisato outlook on relationships and his role? Perhaps. Toma needs his own church. He's low-key better than God. Well, honestly, Toma is like the Jesus figure in Toaru, especially in GT. But he has Jesus level qualities to him, but he's not like, obviously, like sinless. He's not like this perfected being like how Christians view Jesus. But it's interesting to see, you know, Jesus, he was, well, you could see he was wrathful when he was pissed off that, you know, people were selling shit in the temple. So there is like a righteous anger. Is there righteous violence? I mean, flipping over tables, punching people, is that righteous? I don't know. But God deems it righteous, and righteous it shall be. Notice how when Toma lost his memories, he just kept pushing, but when Subaru lost his dies, it just goes insane. Yeah, I mean, I've not seen a lot. Well, I've seen the first season of ReZero. I've not seen the rest of it. Well, yeah, for me, ReZero is an interesting series. I do like parts of it, but I think ReZero is just a lot of the time. It's just, how can we put Subaru in a situation where he just goes crazy and insane? That's how it feels like to me a lot of time. How can we have consequences in the story that aren't reliant on permanent death, where we can just, you know, to engineer situations where there are stakes and consequences when you have a protagonist that can go back, well, you know, I don't want to say go back in time because it's different to that, I know, but who can basically restart. How do we have consequences in a story where the protagonist can, you know, start over again and try again and keep trying until he wins? And one of the methods is like the sin from the Archbishop shit. So he gets that every time he dies, doesn't he? He gets that. Is it Satella? He gets that shit onto him. I don't know how to describe it. But and then it's like, oh yeah, we also either we have another timeline where we put Rem into a coma where no one knows who Rem is, or we just keep giving him mental breakdowns and he just goes fucking insane and blah blah blah. We'll make him go insane in different ways. That's the other way you can add it. I don't know. It's just the writing for me. I know there's good parts of it, but it just seems like how many times do we need to see Subaru in a mental breakdown where it's like, okay. But thing is, like, you get Toma has like mental struggles, especially towards the end of OT. But then he has like the full mental fucking breakdown in New Testament 10 and in New Testament 9, sorry. And this is what I said on Twitter a while ago, but I got some shit for this from ReZero fans, which is fair enough. But that to me is more impactful because it's like you don't see it often. You never see it. You're like, wow, Toma's really broke down. It's the core of his being is broken down after like all this time. But with Subaru, it's like it happens pretty much every arc. It's like you know it's coming. So it doesn't have the same weight to it. Where you have like a character you don't associate with having mental breakdowns have a mental breakdown. It's like, wow. I don't really. You say no ReZero stuff. I know bits. Again, I've not seen all of it. I've not read the light novel, so my perspective is a biased one, clearly. But that's just my view of ReZero as a concept, as a story. But then again, like my concept, my view of Index was completely different prior to reading the light novels. So, but when I strip back like the essence of ReZero, that's kind of how I view it. But it's whether you obviously the when you watch ReZero for the first time, the shock value, etc. That's impactful. But as it lingers on, as it after you keep seeing the same characters die and the same characters have mental breakdowns, it's like. But for some people like that. Some people like that, and it's fair enough. Some people think it's still impactful. But it's like, you could say, oh, with Index, how many times are you going to see someone get punched in the face? That's still impactful. How many times are you going to get Toma taught no jutsu and that? That's still impactful. Yeah, stories have like repetitive qualities to them, but I guess it's how you package it. But just in regards to the mental breakdown stuff, because a character having a mental breakdown, that should have some significance to it, rather than just, oh, we have to fight someone, which is pretty much guaranteed. All actions are righteous, Aeon. It just depends on the context. Yeah, I suppose. But yeah. That can be used as a warped frame of mind, though, to do bad things, because you can look at plenty of figures in history who thought they were being righteous but clearly weren't. It's the old saying that the villain never really thinks they're the villain, they think they're the hero. Because look at all the evil people in the last century. Hitler, Stalin, etc. They all thought they were doing the right thing. Hell no. But again, that's from our perspective. It's like North Korea now. Because they're all brainwashed and indoctrinated. Of course, you get the people who are just acting that way out of being, fear of persecution and they're scared. But there'll be genuinely people who revere, the state in North Korea, Kim Jong-un, as heroes, as and America or whatever. Well, we won't get into that with the current affairs, but hey, that's another story. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about politics, of course, but I'm using this as like a, as a link to like the concepts in Index. But yeah, you never really get people who believe they are the villain. And like, haha, I'm Skeletor, I'm evil because I'm the villain. You're pretty much right about ReZero, Dayan. Well, there's plenty of ReZero fans who disagree with me and have done on Twitter and have caused a shitstorm. Oh, yeah. I think they will post a sub-trailer, surely. They probably will. What are those news today? We've got like 20 minutes left of the thing. Oh, we got a reaction from Train. Let's see what Train's saying. What's the Train saying? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Train. So I asked, how did the audience react? Not bad. So far, when they showed the anime trailer, they cheered most of it. It's a pretty small room. Nice. Good to hear. What shall we say? Sweet. Wish I was there. I would have been a hype merchant. Oh, Ryo Hino. Low key, if I have a chance to ask questions on the mic, I will ask Ryo Hino when he updates Index Season 4. Shall I say, ask if... Ask, who's Ryo Hino? Is that a guy who works on Index? Ask if Index can have Railgun level animation. You gotta try. Or you could ask, like, why the fuck has Index been shafted for all these years? Why can't give Index some love? Or like, why Index? Why is this the first time we've had Railgun and another Tororo anime and not Index with it? Ask that. That'd be a good question to ask. Who the fuck's Ryo Hino? Let me Google Sky. The name somewhat rings a bell, though. Oh, he works for NBC. Oh, well. Would he even work under fucking Index? I mean, obviously, like, Index fucking, like, is under Universal, but would he be involved in it? Or is he, like, collaborating with Kadokawa to produce Index? Well, he's a producer, so I guess he must, you know, work with Kadokawa and shit to produce Index. So he's the man who sorts out the budget and the fucking animators and everything and how much time is spent on it. So maybe he is the man to ask. Yeah. Maybe that's the thing to do. Oh, yeah. Ask how many episodes. How many episodes Item will be. That'd be a good thing to ask. He'd be like, stay tuned for official announcement. That's what he'll say. I doubt he will say how many episodes it is. I could be wrong, though. Well, he could say, yeah. Excuse me, sir. Why does Index not get the love it deserves? Oh, I can't wait to see Noken. Noken's gonna be hype. I cannot wait. And I'm looking forward to seeing Alistair again. Oh, I'm looking forward. Yeah, I wonder what Alistair will look like in the item art style. That'd be sick. Because they can no longer reuse the same fucking shots from Index 2 like Index 3 did. Well, of course they gave him a design outside the tube, but they literally just reused like shots from Index 2 for like the tube scenes in Index 3. But they can't do that anymore. It will look completely out of place. And Ayu, yes. I love how I'm just like talking to Train about this while he's there. It's fucking great. Good luck. Good luck. Slight redraw to the eyes and call it a day. That'd be disappointing if that's all they're doing for it. Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do with character designs, isn't it? They didn't even bother to give Alistair a cameo in the Accelerator anime, which he got in the manga. That was disappointing. They could literally show him for 1 second as well. They didn't have to, like, do a whole lot for it, but they just couldn't be bothered showing Alistair. Sucks. As a huge Alistair fan, that is disrespect. You should show more respect to the founder and leader of Academy City and the greatest magician in history, in my opinion. Show some fucking respect. Is there any GT characters in item? Yes, there is. Kinda. We have the Murder Twins' mother / father. Did the Murder Twins get a cameo in the item? I can't remember, but I know their parents does. No, Alistair should show up, unless, yeah, I don't know how many volumes they're going to do, but Alistair should show up. Unless they just do his voice. Which I hope they don't. I would like to see Alistair just chilling. We traded Alistair cameo for actual backstories. Yeah, well, obviously, the backstory helps a lot with the Accelerator anime. Ba-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee. We will see what Train says if Train gets his question asked. Because it seems to be the end of the panel right now. Since they're doing a Q&A. Damn, I wish I was there. I would have been aura-vomiting. I'd be like, I would be asking the real questions. You know me, guys. You know me. The filter would go. There will be no filter if I was there. You know I'll be starting a religion about Kamachi. Yeah, for Daisei. Although this one is the one that happened the year before the current timeline. This has been a really fun stream to be a part of. Well, I'm glad to hear that. First time I've been able to have a nuanced talk about Tsuwaru. Well, that's what I'm here for. You don't get waifu war bullshit with me. You get actual talking about the themes and shit. About the story. Why Tsuwaru is great. News. Memes. Well, I don't do too much memes now, but yeah. Good vibes. Yeah. I just talk about my perspective as a fan, as I've been a fan of this series for a long, long time. And I always will be a fan. But yeah, it's sometimes hard to find people to talk Tsuwaru with who want to talk about it on this level. Although recently, like I did talk to like a couple of Tsuwaru fans at the last convention I went to, and pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. Good. It looks like Playboy Carty with that bucket hat and chain. Who the fuck's that? I don't know who the fuck that is. Do not know who that is. I'm too British. American rapper. Okay. I think there's a slight difference between me and him in terms of our complexion. Just saying. Of our first observation. Is Train gonna get to ask his question? That's the thing I want to know. It's been queuing up for 20 minutes. Accurate first impression. Yeah, it's pretty apparent. Holy shit, I've not even had my dinner yet. My dinner. I've had my lunch, but I did wake up late, to be fair. So I'm gonna have to cook some shit up. And I still need to do my breakdown video as well. Time just evades me. Time is my worst enemy, I swear. which you're gonna make time. You're gonna make time for shit. Instead of doom scrolling, you gotta be productive, Aeon. Doom scrolling is bad for health. Bad for mental health. Your rap career is just starting, Aeon. Listen, my rap career will never happen to begin with because I am white as fuck and I have no rapping ability whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not from the hood. Although technically my father was from the hood. But we escaped it. Not the ghetto, I should say. The British ghetto, innit? British ghetto. Well, yeah, I have no musical ability or rapping ability, although I would like to be able to sing. I think singing is a good talent. Would I like to learn a musical instrument? Maybe. It's just a nice thing to have, isn't it? The ability to play guitar or something. Although I want to be one of those try-hard folk boys who play guitar to, you know, try and impress girls. Nah. Hell no. I ain't that sad. I got something stuck in my teeth. No, don't. Thought I did for a second. Lore drop from Aeon. Yeah. Occasional lore drop. But obviously I refrain from talking about personal details a lot of the time on the channel. Because I don't want... You know, a lot of people like to talk about their personal lives and that. I'm like... Online. I'm like, why? Unless it's like directly relevant to the channel, like... Say, for example, I had like a huge loss or something. I'd be like, gotta take a break, etc. So I probably would say that, but I wouldn't be like explicit to what would happen, because I feel like it's just, I wouldn't want the attention. Like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me or whatever. But in the past, like when I've taken breaks recently, and I've said, you know, been through some stuff, had to sort shit out of my life. Because it's important to get it off my chest, and also like so you guys know that I'm not like quitting or whatever. There's like reasons for it. But recently I have been really busy with like going to conventions, going. I just like I've talked about this in the past. Like, I've just tried to have more balance in my life, doing more stuff. But at the same time, like I'm not really happy with how I've been uploading so far. Like I've just been doing shorts for like the past like weeks, and I'm like, because that's really all I've had time to do. And I'm like, I need to get more time to record proper videos and get back on my proper schedule. But it's just, ugh. And then like. Things would happen which makes me feel really deflated, like mentally. I'm like, well, again, I don't want attention, guys. I don't want. I'm not one of those guys look for sympathy, like, oh, you've been having a bad time. Like, no, I don't want that. Nope. But yeah, everyone has like things that trouble them. I'm no different. But I feel better now. I feel pretty good. Hopefully that lasts. Yeah. Potential to be better than Eminem. Nah, Eminem's on another level. YouTube Shorts is the move now. Well, it's really convenient for me because basically it's been a godsend, because I can basically turn like all my past content into shorts. So it's basically like I don't have to record anything new for shorts. Well, I probably still will every now and then, but it's literally like a circular content strategy where people can watch my highlights of my old videos again, and then I can also appeal to the shorts audience. So it allows me to upload way more videos, and I've uploaded like a lot more. I'm not getting as many subscribers though as I'd want, but I don't know. But at least it has a knock-on effect, and it does get me subs, but overall I'm just not getting as many subs as I used to in my prime. But yeah, it allows me to keep doing it. And with my channel, my type of channel, I think it's just more quantity than quality, because I just need to get so much content out there that it's ridiculous. Because I can't afford to, you know, there's no point in me spending like a crap ton of time editing like a video to be the highest quality ever, because my audience is limited because of what I talk about. My unique selling point is that, yeah, I'm the only person who talks about this, so I should just make more content about it. That should be the strategy, in my opinion. I can't be like one of those crazy anti-tubers who just upload like a series, like a video about Freyren or whatever series is popular, and then just make like crazy editing. Like, there's no point in me doing that. Hey, I'm glad to hear that my shorts have been effective somewhat. But I have spoken to someone recently at a convention who got into my videos because of the shorts. And I was like, damn, that's great. Thank you for saying dedicated for over 8 years. I've done YouTube for 6 years now, which is crazy to say. Done YouTube for 6 years. But prior to that, I was on Amino. I was an admin on Toro Facebook. Yeah, I've been in the community for a long time. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you so much. Is it Yosayo9487? Thank you. Is Lydia McKay doing Mugano's English dub again? I met her a couple months ago, and she is total sweet. Same as Brittany and Chermy. I don't know, but I did meet Leah Clark, who does Friender, and she didn't even know this anime was happening, so I talked to her about it, and I need to make a video on this, by the way, because I meant to. But yeah, talked to her. She had no idea about it, and yeah, she's really excited for it. So yeah, I definitely know, and I did meet Brittany as well. Like, yeah, and Jeremy at the recent convention I went to. I agree with you, like, especially Brittany. Brittany, wow. Brittany, like, understands the characters. Like, she understands the subtle differences between the clones, and I was like really impressed. Like, she seems to actually give a shit about the characters, because a lot of English dub voice actors, they just do it to get paid and that, but Brittany actually like gives a shit. She actually understands the characters, like Dolly, Worst, etc. She understands the nuances on a deep level. From when I talked to her, I was impressed, really impressed. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Brittany also said like, oh yeah, she hopes that she will get chosen to be Misako in Railgun Season 4, and I'm like, listen, if you don't get chosen, we're gonna fucking cause a storm on Twitter. We're gonna cause an uproar. I said that to her, like, legit. I think she was being like humble, but like, if they don't choose Misako, like Brittany as Misako, that's a travesty. Because like, I honestly do think like some parts of her voicing Misako, like she does it better than Rina. Legit. I mentioned this to her, like the scream that she did in Railgun Season 2, like Railgun S, that was peak. That was better than the Japanese, in my opinion. I'm just saying. That scream was 10 out of 10. But yeah. So there's no news yet. But once the anime starts coming out, then they'll announce like the dub cast. So we'll wait until then. She has to re-audition for Misaka. I don't know if she has to re-audition, but she might get a call saying, yeah, we want you. Unless they do want to change it, then they will have to do auditions. Oh yeah, well they will have to change Kuroko's voice actor, because Kuroko's voice actor has quit. But yeah. Yeah, Micah and Austin Tyndall improved drastically after season 1. Season 1 they weren't great, but they definitely improved a lot. I might slip into Train's DMs. And ask if you got to ask it. I have slipped into Train's DMs. Oh, thank you so much. Another super chat from Yosio. Or Yosoyo. Thank you. $10. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate that. Or woman. I don't know your gender. I won't assume. Brittany, let me carry her in a photo. Really? That's crazy. And I tattooed her autograph. Very down-to-earth person. Yeah, she was. And her line was slow because she actually spent time talking to people like she never rushed anyone. Yeah, I remember that at AnimeCon Birmingham as well, yeah. Yeah, no, she spent a lot of time, which is nice. Well, I that's crazy that she let you carry her. That's great. But I do remember when I got the photo with her, she was like, "Oh, is it okay if I go into your personal space?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's totally fine." Well, yeah, it's nice. She's like with fans, really good. Well, yeah, she seemed really sweet, really genuine person. And yeah. Seems like someone you could be friends with and get along with, and like if you didn't know her as a voice actor or whatever. It's really nice. Well, yeah, you even got a tattoo. That's crazy. Where did you get a tattoo? Like, what part of your body? Well, do I want to know? No, I'm sure it's not going to be on your booty. It's not going to be on your ass. I'm sure it's going to be like your arm or something. Funny if it was, though. Funny if it would be. Yeah, the Vaz is Bikini Hatter and Tema married. Okay, we got an exclusive, guys. We got an exclusive. We got an exclusive. We have an exclusive, guys. We have an exclusive. I've zoomed in for this. So Train said, I barely managed to ask about the episodes for item, and his translator asked him, and the dude went like, nah, with his hand. And she told me it was a secret. I wonder what the reaction would be if he asked about index. If he said like, "Oh, your index, it's a secret." or is that about? That's on the episodes for item. Yeah, that must be on the episodes for item, but not about. I'll say it's index for the secret. What the fuck was that guy called again? Was he... What's he called? Ryo Hino. Yeah, we'll just do this update for the news update. There we go. Thank you, Credit to Train. Train, is that 13? Yeah, Train 13 Kami for the exclusive news update. Thank you, Train. Shout out to Train. Make sure you follow Train. Train is a cool dude. He's been on the Tomorrow fandom for a bit. Oh, we see him pop up every now and then on Twitter. Nice one. But imagine that they didn't know that. Imagine that, like, he forgot that they've not, like, confirmed it yet, and he accidentally said it. That would have been great. I was kind of hoping it would be like that, not gonna lie, where they kind of, like, forget what's been announced, and then they leak it. It's worth a try. It was worth a try. It was worth a try, guys. It was worth a try. Do you consider yourself an anime fan, Aeon? Well, like a general anime fan or a fan of the Toaru anime? Yeah, well, I am an anime fan, sure. I mean, I've seen... How many anime have I seen? I've seen over 200 anime. But... I don't know, like, currently... Oh, we got a super chat. The Nessen1! Thank you so much. $5 super chat. It was a fun stream. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for being a channel member as well. Appreciate you. I will upload some channel member videos at some point. I promise. But yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, if I'm an anime fan. But yeah, like, I don't really watch much anime now. I really don't. I mean, every now and then I might, but I really just don't bother because, like... I don't know, like, I feel like I had more time to watch anime when I was younger. And I feel like the anime community's changed a lot since I got into it. It's become, like, so popular now. It used to be a subculture, you know, when I was 16, 17, and now it's not really a subculture anymore. Like, being a weeb isn't mainstream, but it's nice to talk to people who have been, like, fans or, like, weebs since, yeah, before COVID and that. It's cool because they feel like proper members of the subculture, while you get, like, the casual people who watch anime and then they kind of don't. But at the same time, like, I'll talk to anyone. Like, I'm not like being a snob or elitist. Like, you got into anime late. Don't talk to me. No, I'm not like that. You know, I talk about whatever to anyone. So I don't want to, like, stigmatize anyone who's got into Toaru after, like, COVID or anything. Like, that's great, but I definitely feel like it's changed a lot. And anime's changed a lot. You get a lot of just isekai and that, and I just have no interest in that. I'm not gonna be frank. But every now and then, like, there's a series where, you know, it's like JoJo or whatever, or Vinland Saga, where I'm like, yeah, I'll continue watching that because that's a story I'm already invested in. But I rarely, like, watch new stories that come out, new series, because I guess I kind of like the tried and true. I kind of know what I like, so I kind of like to see that in a way. But yeah, I'm not like a seasonal anime watcher. Definitely not. Would it be more optimal to my channel if I was, and I just, like, talked about, like, up-and-coming anime? Maybe. I mean, I still could probably try and implement that. I could probably, like, do more Jujutsu Kaisen versus Toaru videos and that, like, try and step into the JJK audience if I really wanted to. But at the same time, I'm like, do I really want to talk about JJK? Not really. Would I do it for views? Probably. But do I really just want to do it just because I think I'd get more views and a bigger audience? It'd be more beneficial to my YouTube career, if you can call it that, but I just kind of want to talk about Toaru, and I never really get bored of Toaru. While if I try and, like, write a script about JJK or JJK character, I know it's going to take me ages because I just don't have the same level of passion as I have for Toaru. I don't know. If index gains more popularity, it will become massive. Well, That'd be beneficial to me because my dream is to hit 100k subs. And if I do that with 90% of my content being Tsuwaru, then I think that's an incredible achievement, and I'd be so proud of that. That was literally my dream. Obviously, if Index got more popular, then that would make that journey a lot easier. Because at this rate, I'm going to be an old ass man by the time I get to 100k, just saying. Like, my current trajectory, I'm going to be fucking like 80 years old by the time I get to 100k subs. I mean, will I be talking about Tsuwaru when I'm that old? I don't know, but so yeah. Would it be beneficial to me? Would it you know, give me more money, etc.? Yeah, that's nice, but I don't want to be. Yeah, I kind of expect it, like Tsuwaru, to get more popular with the new anime coming out. Like, obviously, I'm happy that they're coming out because it means more traction for the channel. It means more viewership, more people get to discover Tsuwaru. But will it get to a point where it gets mainstream? I don't think so. I think it's just a lot of Tsuwaru is a product of its time. Like, I can't see people going back and watching Index, like the original seasons of Index, being like, wow, being like that on Demon Slayer level. Like, that won't happen. But will Item get to a certain level where it's like pretty popular? Hopefully. I don't know. Aegis number no Aeon. Yeah, I know, but as I get older, obviously, I'll have more responsibilities in life, etc. I still do because I work a full-time job. I travel quite a long way for my job as well. So that has an impact on me. Like, I should probably sleep more than I do. I go to the gym. I go out with friends. So all this has its toll on my productivity and, you know, output. But obviously, like, I live alone. I don't live with anyone else. But let's say if I started a family, etc., then I would have to, like, possibly hire an editor. But that would also have to be worthwhile. I don't want to have to pay into my pocket to do that. I would have to, you know, balance it out at least if I was to get an editor to edit videos. But yeah, we'll see in the future. But I'm not planning to start a family anytime soon, by the way, guys. not anytime soon. I am not at that stage in life yet. I've still got a long way to go, I feel. Fun. Having a social life in a big 2026 is crazy, yeah. It is kind of crazy. I'm lucky I do have some good friends. My close friends I really value. But I've definitely got more balance in my life than I did when I was, you know, a few years ago. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to obsess over YouTube too much like I was back then. But at the same time, like, that level of his obsession is what got me to this point where I got to, you know, 37k or whatever, or past 30k. But at my current level of not obsessing over it, I'm not as productive. So maybe I need to do it to get the best out of me. But at the same time, it's probably not healthy. It's tough. It's really tough because I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste my time on this, or I don't want to waste my time doing other things. It's But you guys, it's a lot to think about with this channel and life generally. It's a lot. I shouldn't complain. Like, I'm happy where I am. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm very grateful. But it's like, do I be greedy and say, oh, I need more views, I need more subscribers, I need to put more effort into this to make it a functioning part-time job? Or is it like, no, I've already gotten to a level where no one has gone before. I can't keep moving the goalposts and aspiring for more. I should just be content. It's a hard balance to find, guys. I feel it's hard. It's hard to find the balance between where I should push on to this, you know, higher and higher, or should I just be like, I'm content, I'm at peace. It's difficult. These are the things I think about on a daily basis, guys, by the way. Like, this is... I know it's kind of hard. It might be hard to think about because you guys aren't in my shoes. Because I had no comprehension about how YouTubers think before I became a YouTuber. I was just like, yeah. You don't know until you're in their shoes, I feel. Because as a viewer, you just, well, this, before I was a YouTuber, it was like, oh yeah, I just, you know, wait for my favorite YouTuber to upload and just watch the videos. I don't really think about their, you know, what goes into it or how they balance things if they got a job, etc. It's not something you really think about until you're in it. Anyway, I should stop ranting. Hey, Matrix, nice to see you. Good to see you in the chat. That's been a while. Was a release date for item announced? Yes, it's coming out the 9th of October. Streaming is harder than a normal job. I wouldn't go that far. I'd say it depends on your job. Well, in terms of like what you get out of streaming, like, because most of the only like the top like 1% of streamers actually make big money off it. The rest are just grinding constantly trying to make it big. So in terms of like time you put in for the money you get, that's very hard. Unless, like I said, you are like a Pokimane or XQC or Asmongold or whatever. Obviously, they earn a shit ton of money for like what, just playing video games or reacting to shit. That's super easy. But for the people who are trying to grind to try and make it big, yeah. At that point, it's like, is it really worth it? But I do this shit because I love it. I mean, I've earned a bit of money from this, but I've not earned anywhere near enough to make it a full-time job. Or even you know, I could earn way more working part-time at a bar than doing index content, but I do it because I love it. And I feel like it has a lot of value to it because it's a way of connecting with others, providing, you know, like giving enjoyment and value to others who can't watch content about the thing you love. And I see it as like a way of artistically expressing myself as well, even though it's someone else's art, it's someone else's medium. I feel like it gives me a chance to express myself and build something I can call my own. And I feel like there's a lot of value in that as well. That's why I love it. But yeah. Try being an anime fan for 30 years and seeing all the differences over the years. It's been a wild ride, yeah, I bet. 30 years being an anime fan, that's a long time. Anyone watches Vinland Saga, how more goated can he possibly be? Honestly, Vinland Saga, like, second season really hit a chord with me. Really hit a chord with me, like, a few years ago. Like, where Thorfinn's basically a slave, like, and kind of has to go on a, you know, face his own demons and become a better person. That really hit a chord with me. It felt like just doing the same mundane life every day. It kind of felt me. It resonated maybe when I was in like a dead end job and I was just doing the same shit over and over again. It felt like I was kind of trapped. It felt, and also like I didn't go outside too much. I didn't have much of a life outside YouTube. That really hit a chord with me. Have you ever looked at the Miski's fix? No. I still love the index anime despite reading many novels. I don't think that's an odd thing because, like, when you read the novels and you watch the index anime, you already know the additional context for the scenes. You know how the characters are meant to be. You know a lot of stuff. Like, I've noticed this when I've rewatched like index on my from the members videos. You appreciate it more because you know the themes, you know the characters well. So, if anything, the anime is meant to be for the light novel readers, if anything, because you already have that knowledge, you already know the details, which is interesting. Thank you for your hard work growing the community. Well, that's nice of you to say. But obviously, like, I wanted, well, even before YouTube, I made blogs about the series. I've done my best to promote it over the years and spread the gospel. I mean, I do it because I personally love it. It's not because I do it for others as well. But of course, I do it for the audience. I always wanted people to be able to discover it and have a dedicated channel talking about it. The only reason why I started doing this was because no one else was talking about it on YouTube apart from a certain reviewer who quit. And I remember when I got into novels, I had no, like, apart from a certain reviewer, I had no one to watch on YouTube about it and then no one discussing it. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to do it myself. I don't know anything about doing YouTube. I don't know. Well, I made some stupid videos back in school, but I don't know. I've just done it. I just winged it from now on and slowly started to improve it. Slowly started to invest in better equipment and that. To where I am now. And even now I'm like, oh, I you know, obviously I live a normal life outside this, and I'm like, holy shit, I am actually Aeon of Horus. It feels weird, like, oh my god, wait, am I actually Aeon of Horus? Yeah, oh yeah, I am. But I made like the videos that I would want to watch as well. I make the kind of videos that would intrigue me, but I hope people like them as well. But it does feel like I kind of have like two separate lives. It's not as epic as like Batman and Bruce Wayne, but you know, it does feel like I've got like my index life and then my real life. It's kind of weird situation to be in. Aeon's looking hella swollen under that shirt. Oh, thank you. I have been working out. Yeah, I'm going to the gym now for like over a year. Now I think I could get more optimal if I had like better sleep. And my diet hasn't been great at times, but I've still been getting a lot of protein in. But yeah, I think I'm a guy who needs a lot of sleep. I love sleeping. I can sleep for ages, but with the hours of my job, I can't sleep as nearly as much as I'd want to. But maybe I can fix that. Maybe I can have my breakfast at work and get half an hour more sleep in, so I get more gains. I know, obviously, won't. There's literally times at work where I'm literally in a daze. Like I'll get like I'm not getting like 0 hours sleep, guys. I'm getting like 6 hours, but I need a lot more because I'm exercising and doing a lot of stuff as well. I'm using my brain a lot of time. I'm quite a tall dude. I use a lot of energy, so I probably need like 7-8 hours sleep to feel all right. Well, 6 hours sleep, I'm just powered on coffee, and there's times where I'm sat at my desk and I'm literally like in a daze where I literally like I'm looking at a screen, I'm literally like having like visions and shit in my brain or like daydreaming, but I'm still like conscious, I'm still awake. Or there'll be times where I'm looking at the screen and I'm like my eyes are open and my body will like spasm and I'll go like that. That's happened a few times, and that's like my body trying to wake itself up because I don't want to fall asleep because I don't want my boss to see me fall asleep. So I'll literally be like open-eyed and my body will like spasm to try and wake myself up even though I'm still awake, which is fucking weird. That's crazy. But yeah. I think Aeon would love more too. Yes! I literally like fucking today. I literally fucking went on YouTube search and typed in, you know, Toru Onbuno item or like Dark Side item. I literally did that and seen if anyone's like talking about or reacting to the trailer, and like no one fucking has done apart from me. And I'm like, oh, that's sad. Well, I want to see more people react to it. I want to see YouTubers react to it. I want to see, yeah. Hopefully when Giguk does his like full anime season stream, hopefully he reacts to the item trailer then. If he does that, please link me to it, because I want to be in the chat for that. I want to be hyping up, I want to be gassing up. But yeah, we need more people reacting to it. This stream feels so nostalgic for me. A lot has changed in these years, and I have lost quite a bit of interest in Toaru. I think I'm going to be an anime only until Toaru ends. Really? Oh, well, sorry to hear that you lost interest in it. But it's often the case. Like, I know people who used to cosplay Toaru who lost interest in it, but they never read light novels. And even like Toonie, I never see Toonie talk about Toaru anymore, which is sad. Obviously, he's got, you know, different things going on. But I feel like the people who read the novels, who get invested into the story in that level, I feel like those are the ones who stay committed to it 9 times out of 10. I feel like the anime onlys are the more likely ones to, you know, lose interest. Well, I know you read I know you read some of the light novels, Matrix. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. But my job is office based, because like if it was physical manual labor, I would not fall asleep. Like I wouldn't be like sleepwalking. It's because I'm sat down and it's like fucking warm room. Have you read other light novels like Mushoku Tensei and Bakemonogatari? No, I have not. I've read Zashiki Uruwashi, which is another Kamachi series, but I haven't read many other light novels, honestly. I tried to get into like ReZero, but yeah, I've just stayed tried and true to Index. I read a bit of Blood Sign as well. But yeah. You should read Baccano. Baccano is one of my favorite anime. I love Baccano. But I heard, like, I think I heard some people say the anime for Baccano is better than the light novel. But correct me if I'm wrong. But I do love Baccano. Baccano is fucking amazing. Really good vibe. Train said he seemed kind of busy at the moment about the no item episodes. I was like, they would probably kick me out if I asked about Index or something. That's funny. That is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Anyway, guys, I will probably... Oh, Aeon, do you ever consider actual believers of Flamer stumble upon Toaru or your channel? Yeah, they probably do. I do have a Flamer star somewhere. Yes. I have a unicursal hexagram here. The camera will actually focus on it. Oop, oop, oop. Will it focus? Oh, there we go. Ah! Focus, please. You saw it briefly. It's still focusing on my face. Maybe if I move my face on. Yes, sir. Very nice. Falima. I did have it on a chain, but I took it off. I got it on my little Toaru shrine behind me. At least the Index TikTok community is a little active. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've loaded TikTok as well. Here is my username if you want to follow me. Aeon of Horus. On the TikTok. I was opposed to going on TikTok for a while, but I was like, oh, well, if my YouTube ever gets banned, so I need to have a backup. So TikTok will come in clutch maybe one day if I ever get banned. But yeah. Yeah, I stopped at GT10 and never felt the need to pick it back up. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact my Terraria obsession was impeding my other interests and my time. Here we are. Okay, interesting. But with the current light novel with GT, it's actually... Because obviously those volumes had a lot of controversial writing decisions, but with how things went... I feel like now Kamachi is explaining or going into why he's made certain decisions in GT, which I am looking forward to. Anyway. You were dressed up pretty nicely for the item PV. Any reason for that? That was just my work clothes, so that's what I wore to work. And then as soon as I got home, I booted up the PC to record the reaction because I had not seen the trailer yet. So yeah, I didn't bother to get changed or anything, and I was also going out with a friend as well that evening. So I was conscious I need to get this done as soon as possible. So I literally wore to work. Yeah, well, thank you. I dressed to impress. Like now, Toma. I really like this shirt. It's cool. It's a cool shirt. And you can't tell it's a weeby one. Those are the best ones. I should probably, like, when item comes out, I should probably start my own, like, shirts. I need to get a sorted, actually, if it's coming out October. Soon. It'd be good to have some Aeon of Horus merchandise. Would you guys be interested in, like, item girl shirts if I was, like, sell, like... Because I'm thinking about, like, collaborating with, like, an artist in the Terraria community and then releasing, like, shirts for that. I could do it for, like, index characters as well, but I thought it'd be good for, like, the item anime to have, like, stand-up Aeon. Why, do you think I'm not wearing any pants? I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. You think I'm not wearing any pants? You crazy? Is this one of those interviews where the interviewer thinks you're not wearing any fucking trousers because you can't be asked? Like, what the fuck? I wear pants. How dare you? How dare you? Disgraceful. Unethical. But yeah, it'd be good to... yeah, I've got some ideas for, like, designs in my head for, like, item girl shirts. So yeah, I would need to talk to some artists though, cause, yeah. See who would be good fit for it. Pun intended. Because I want it to look clean. I don't want it to look a bit, you know, rough. I want it to look like something people would actually want to wear. But yeah. Item episode reviews, yes, it'll happen. And obviously reactions as well. But yeah, I think I'll end it here. I'm really hungry. I should probably get some food, and time is my enemy at the moment. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you all. And yeah, I'll be doing the item breakdown trailer. Breaking down the trailer, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye-bye.